Hey everyone, welcome to day 22 of the holiday card series for 2013. Starting out with this ugly sweater stamp from Art Impressions. I saw this stamp at CHA and I thought it was hilarious. I'm sure you all have heard of those ugly sweater parties that are kind of popular right now, where you take kind of like those old traditional Christmas sweaters with all the embellishments on it everywhere and you wear them to this party, and it's kind of a fun idea. You can kind of reuse and recycle all those old sweaters that you might not really want to wear out in public. Only on Christmas Day would you ever wear those sweaters. So I love this stamp set because it's kind of current and it's a little bit tongue-in-cheek. It's kind of fun. So I just stamped the image on some Simon Says Stamp watercolor paper, and I've used archival jet black ink. And now I'm going to be coloring it with some distress markers. I'm starting out with Tattered Rose. It's one of my favorite colors for skin tones. I haven't really branched out into other skin tones because I'm just not sure what colors to use yet. I'm going to have to do some research on that. A few of you have been asking about more tan or dark skin tones, and unfortunately I just haven't really found a good combination for those quite yet, but I am on the search for them. So I hope in the new year with Color Wednesday, when that picks up again, that I'll have some suggestions for all of you who want to try different skin tones and different ethnicities and things like that. So I just added a little bit of worn lipstick on her cheeks to give her a little bit of a blush, and then colored in the rest of her skin tones. And now I'm going in with, I think this is, Forest Moss, and I'm adding that to her sweater. I did want to do kind of like some more Christmas colors, so like greens and reds and things like that, but I didn't want it to look like super pretty and nice, even though this one it still does look good. By the end of it, you'll see that it still does look pretty good, but it also kind of suggests that ugly sweater look. So now I'm going in with Barn Door and adding some red onto her hat. And I'm going to use this red and then go in with Vintage Photo to add a little bit more color to it. And you'll see me do this on both the hat and then also on that kind of neck piece right around the top of her sweater. I thought it'd be kind of funny to do kind of candy cane stripe on that sweater on her neck. So I'm bringing that Vintage Photo in right there as well, and then using my water brush and kind of blending that out. The water brush I'm using today is from Faber-Castell. It's one of my favorite water brushes. I've tried a couple others, but I keep going back to this one because I feel like I can control the water a little bit more. So it's easier to use. So I colored in the Merry Christmas with Barn Door, but I didn't even add water to it. I just wanted to have it be the straight color. But I did pick up a little bit of that Forest Moss on that scratch piece of watercolor paper and colored in the interior piece of that. Now I'm using Wild Honey on the bells, on her earrings, and also on her feet, on her shoes. Just use a little bit of water to blend that out. And I also added red right onto her shoes. I'm not going to use water for that either. Kind of like what I did with the words, the Merry Christmas on her sweater. I'm just going to leave it as is. I colored her pants with black soot, and I had a little trouble with this one because I've noticed that black soot in particular, while it is a very strong color, it doesn't want to blend out until you've already added the water. So I think in the future when I use this color, I'm going to try to remember to go ahead and do a wash of just straight water over the area that I want to color in black, and then add the black soot. And then I think the color and the ink will move a little bit easier. So I colored her lips with that Barn Door, and then took worn lipstick. That was the color I used on her cheeks, and put that on her tongue. And then I just filled in her mouth with a little bit of black soot. Just the stamping didn't get it quite as dark as I needed. I think it was because it's on watercolor paper, which is textured, so it just didn't get that solid black. Add a little bit of pumice stone to the white areas on her collar, and also on the hats, just right on the bottom of the hat, and then also the little tip, the little fuzzy ball on top. I took pumice stone and added a little shadow underneath her. It's always a good idea to do that because then it kind of grounds the piece and it just doesn't look like she's just floating in air, although the whole idea is she's jumping up and down and she's really excited, so she sort of is floating in the air, but giving her a shadow makes it more of a scene. So after I had that completely colored in with the distress markers on the water brush, I took my heat tool and just dried it completely. And then I prepped my card base. I'm using some Neenah Desert Storm. It's a craft color, and I'm scoring it at 5.5. And I totally forgot to zoom out at this point, so you're going to be zoomed in for a minute here. I'm using some red cardstock from Simon Says Stamp. This is Lipstick Red. And I'm stamping the sentiment which says, "Hooray, it's ugly sweater time." I think it's hilarious. I'm just stamping that in some Versamark. I'm embossing the sentiment, so you notice that I did prep the cardstock with my Inka Dinka Doo embossing magic powder bag. And now I'm applying some white embossing powder from Hero Arts. And I'll heat that up till it melts. And then I'll trim it down. I'm going to add a little bit of a ribbon edge on one side. And at this point, I didn't quite know what I wanted to do with the sentiment, but then I decided it would be kind of cool to take the sentiment and have it coming from kind of behind her. So I knew I would have to cut a little bit on the right side of her body, like on her arm and her side, and then also on her shoe so that it would kind of go right behind the shoe. So you'll see here in a minute how I add that to it. And I ended up putting just a little bit of adhesive right on the back of the red sentiment piece. And then I was able to slide that into the watercolor piece. Sliding that in. And because I have the adhesive on it already, it's going to hold it in place. But it's not such a strong adhesive quite yet because I haven't pressed it down. Then I added some foam squares to the back of the watercolor piece and adhered that directly down onto my card front. Now this red sentiment piece does hang off the card a little bit. So in this case, I'll probably use this card on top of a present where I'm not putting it in an envelope, or I might just use a slightly larger envelope or use that We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board to make a slightly taller envelope so that I can put that in and it won't fold over or bend over the sentiment. I then took some Wink of Stella glitter brush, glitter pen, and this is in the color red, and I just went over all those red areas. And it did sort of disguise a little bit of the shading, but I did still want that red base color underneath just in case I didn't get the glitter everywhere. Then I added clear Wink of Stella on the bells. And that pretty much finishes the card for today. I'm going to hold this up so you can see the shimmery glitter part a little bit better. But that is the card for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I love this card. It's so funny. And thank you so much for watching. I have 3 more videos for you guys to check out, and they're the 3 previous years of the Holiday Card Series, all day 20. What day are we on? I'm going to do in 2022. Oh my word, this is crazy. So they're all day 22 from the year 2012, 2011, and 2010. Hope you guys will check those out. And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you loved it. I love thumbs up. There's someone out there that thumbs down all my videos the minute they're up. So I don't know who you are, but one day I'm going to win you over and you're going to give me a thumbs up. I just know it. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit that subscribe button in the top corner. You can also visit my blog at kwarnerdesign.com, and you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Pinterest. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.